In the near future, a growing population is emerging of people who possess supernatural powers known as adepts. Under the control of the massive Sumeragi conglomerate, peace and order is maintained throughout the nation. The hero is Gunvolt, aka GV, an incredibly powerful adept who has the ability to control lightning. He fires special rods that let him shoot bolts of lightning at enemies with pinpoint accuracy. He can also use his command of electricity to run at high speeds, climb up walls, and destroy incoming projectiles. Unleash ultra-powerful special attacks like the devastating Voltic Chains for maximum damage. Gunvolt has a fateful encounter with a young girl named Jewel and the manifestation of her powers, Lumen. Maintain high kudos points, and Lumen songs will resonate throughout the stage. In a contrasting story, there is another hero. He is Kopin, the son of a scientist who fights to eradicate all adepts. Lock onto targets with the bullet dash and rapid fire his powerful homing shot to wipe out targets. His AI unit Rola controls numerous bit weapons and supports Kopin with the ability to transform into the Muse. The EX weapon mirroring system copies the abilities of defeated adepts to use as new weapons. What will happen when Gunvolt and Kopin's fates collide? Many powerful foes stand in their way. Nova the Mighty. Merak the Slothful Conjurer. Jota the Prideful Silhouette. Viper, the Burning Wrath. Carrera, the Magnetic Avarice. Stratos, the Gluttonous Fly. Elise, the Eternal Envy. Zonda, the Lustful Mirage. Tenjian, the Frozen Blade. Asrock, the Pygmalion Furnace. Desna, the Starstruck Beauty. Gauri, the Prism Master. Jibril, the Full Metal Jacket. Milas, the Aquadynamic Merman. Tessio, the Serial Experiment. Azure Striker Gunvolt and Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. Two epic tales reborn. Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack. Coming to PlayStation 4 on April 23rd, 2020. The battle for the future of adepts is about to begin. Inti Creates. Inti Creates 20th Anniversary Special. Flashing Azure Lightning or the Rending Alabaster Claw. Two stories in one package. Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack, coming soon. The exciting high-speed 2D side-scrolling action of Azure Striker Gunvolt and Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. These two titles combine in one package game, on sale September 2016. Let's take a look at what's in store. In the near future, a growing population of adepts with septimal powers is emerging. But order is maintained under the giant Sumedagi Group conglomerate. As a result, many of the adepts are inhumanely forced under Sumedagi's control. A 14-year-old hero with the septimal power of lightning known as Gunvolt, aka GV, works for the anti-Sumedagi resistance group Quill. Firing lightning rods with his special gun and electrifying them with his powers, GV gains kudos points for simultaneous target strikes. Using his electromagnetic powers, GV can move at high speeds and up walls. The flash field he emits during attacks negate physical projectiles and slows his falls, mastery of which allows him to evade powerful enemies and traverse hostile terrain with ease. Offensive skills can be awakened through battle experience, such as the devastating Voltic Chains. Clearing missions with high scores earns more items. This enables new upgrades. For example, the mid-air dash, boosting GV's abilities. One day, GV is tasked to destroy Sumedagi's virtual idol Lumen. During the mission, he learns that Lumen is actually the young adept named Jewel. With enough kudos points, Lumen's song gives GV a boost. And when he falls in battle, her anthem can miraculously revive him. The young adept GV is a member of the anti-Sumedagi resistance group Quill. The team's founder and active combat leader is Asimov. Good luck. The cheerful young joker, Zeno. Quill's operations specialist, Monica. GV fights alongside his teammates for the freedom of all adepts from Sumedagi's control. The Sumedagi Group conglomerate is centered around a power corporation. They are the only ones with the technology to restrain adepts. Sumedagi's Adept Battalion, known as the Glaives, is led by the charismatic youth Nova, who heads the Sumedagi Group's efforts to control all adepts. He stands in GV's path with the Glaives at his command. Among them are the explosive Viper, the wormhole maker Merrick, Yota with the power of light speed, Carrera, master of the magnetic arts, Elise, the eternal envy, and her forbidden powers. Stratos the Fly, driven by madness. And Zonda, who is shrouded in mystery. Battles get fiercer as the story progresses, leading GV to an unexpected destiny. And the third player. With no special powers, yet strong enough to fight his hated adepts, is the vengeful Copen clad in alabaster armor. What awaits GV at the end of his struggle? Septimal powers. The rift between those with special powers and those without them widens, and a new conflict begins. The hero is Gunvolt, the ultimate adept with the septimal power of lightning. After surviving his fight against the Sumeragi group, time would call him to a new battlefield. The game has evolved, maintaining its blazing speed and exciting action alongside the live novel storytelling. In a contrasting story, another hero, the son of a scientist who fights to eradicate all adepts, Copen. Lock onto targets with the bullet dash. Rapid fire the powerful lock shot to wipe out targets. Use the bullet dash while falling for magnificent mid-air battles. The AI unit Lola controls numerous bit weapons. She supports Copen with the ability to transform into Muse. The Flash Shield automatically blocks physical projectiles. The X weapon mirroring system copies the septimal powers of adepts to use as weapons. Using the acquired abilities makes it faster to clear hazardous terrain and eradicate threats. Under an onslaught of powerful enemies, is there any hope? Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack. In the near future, a growing population of adepts with septimal powers is emerging, but order is maintained under the giant Sumeragi Group conglomerate. The hero is Gunvolt, aka GV, an incredibly powerful adept who has the ability to control lightning. He fires lightning rods with his special gun and electrifies them with his powers. Rack up lots of kudos points for simultaneous target strikes. Using his electromagnetic powers, GV can move at high speeds and up walls. The flash field he emits during attacks negates physical projectiles and slows his falls. Mastering this allows him to evade powerful enemies and traverse hostile terrain with ease. Offensive skills can be awakened through battle experience, such as the devastating voltaic chains. GV meets a young girl named Jewel and the manifestation of her septimal powers, Lumen. With enough kudos points, Lumen's song gives GV a boost, and when he falls in battle, her anthem can miraculously revive him. Gunvolt does not fight alone, though. Together with his comrades, they fight for the freedom of all adepts. In a contrasting story, there is another hero, the son of a scientist who fights to eradicate all adepts, Copen. Lock onto targets with the bullet dash. Rapid fire the powerful homing shot to wipe out targets. The AI unit Lola controls numerous bit weapons. She supports Copen with the ability to transform into the Muse. The EX weapon mirroring system copies the septimal powers of adepts to use as weapons. Using these acquired abilities makes it faster to clear hazardous terrain and eradicate threats. Working for Copen and his sister Metil is the cool and collected maid Nori. What will happen when Gunvolt and Copen's fates collide? Many powerful foes stand in their way. Sumeragi's Adept Battalion, known as the Sumeragi 7, is led by the charismatic Noma. He creates holes in the fabric of space itself with his wormhole Septima. Merrick, the slothful conjurer. He creates powerful lasers with his lightspeed Septima. Yota, the prideful silhouette. He creates red-hot fire with his explosion Septima. Viper, the burning wrath. He harnesses the power of magnetism with his magnetic art Septima. Carrera, the magnetic avarice. He creates insects that drain his enemy's life force with the power of his Septima, the fly. Stratos, the gluttonous fly. She can manipulate life itself with her rebirth Septima. Elise, the eternal envy. This adept's mirror Septima is shrouded in mystery. Zonda, the lustful mirage. He is the leader of the Seven, who freezes everything in his path with his permafrost Septima. Tenjam, the frozen blade. He powers up and controls machinery with his puppet master Septima. Asrock, the Pygmalion furnace. She controls limitless phantasmagorical hair with her splitting end Septima. Desna, the starstruck beauty. He creates crystals at will with his Prism Cataclysm Septima. Gauri, the Prism Master. She can control metal with her Metalon Septima. Jeetril, the Full Metal Jacket. He can manipulate all kinds of liquid matter with his Icor Septima. Miras, the Aquadynamic Merman. He can turn physical material into computer data with his Hack the World Septima. Teseo, the Serial Experiment. The stories of Azure Striker Gunvolt and Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 come together as one. Gunvolt's heart-pounding, supercharged saga is ready to strike once again. Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack. Physical version coming to retail stores this fall. Inti Creates. Nighthawk Interactive. In the near future, a growing population of adepts, people who possess supernatural septimal powers, has emerged. Under the control of a massive conglomerate known as the Sumeragi Group, peace and order is maintained throughout the nation. Azure Striker Gunvolt and its sequel, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. The electrifying 2D side-scrolling action games, which previously made their home on the Nintendo 3DS, are coming to the Nintendo Switch, bundled together as one game. The lightning-wielding adept Gunvolt, aka GB, strikes back onto the scene once again. On the Nintendo Switch, experience Gunvolt's electrifying adventure in a whole new way, in glorious 60 FPS. The Switch version also comes with an optimized UI, high-resolution event graphics, and the entire DLC catalog from the 3DS version. And of course, a brand new song from the beloved virtual idol, Lumen. Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack. Coming to the Nintendo Switch eShop, August 31st, 2017. Inti Creates.